What are the things that you can do when you hate something, when you do not like something, when you dislike something? What are the few major things that we can do when we hate something? जब हामीलाई कुनै पनि कुरा मन परिरहेको छैन, जब हामी पुरा इरिटेटेड भइरहेछौँ, जब हामी पुरा फ्रस्ट्रेटेड भइरहेछौँ, when we are not liking something, it can be anything. It can be तपाईको emotional state, it can be countryको policy, it can be बाहिरको अवस्था, it can be तपाईको internal अवस्था, तपाईको family को situation, it can be बाहिरको कुनै पनि external events, it can be anything. But what do we do when we dislike something, when we truly hate something? What are the things that we can do? Ahileको भिडियोमा that is what we are going to discuss about. And my dear friends, I believe there are three major things that we can do when we are absolutely tuned to hate something. The first thing we can do when we hate something, when we dislike something, the first thing we can do, we can complain about it. Yes, we can complain about it. Now you must have heard a lot of people saying ki we should not complain in life. Only those people who do not take action, they complain in life. So it is not good to complain, but I have some different opinion. I think it is totally fine to complain if you really want to complain. I'm one of the person who complains a lot, and I have a lot of complaints as well. I have complaints about myself, I have complaints about my country, I have complaints about a lot of other people around me, I have complaints about a lot of situations, I have a lot of complaints about life, I have a lot of complaints with universe. I personally have a lot of complaints, and probably you have some complaints in life as well. So I want to make things much more easier for you, and what I want to do is I want to classify the first category, this complaint, into two major categories. Duita major category ma yo complaint lai pani हामीहरु categorize गरौँ. The first category of complaint is what I would like to call as the constructive complaint. त्यो खालको complaint which allows some form of creation. त्यो खालको complaint जसले केही न केही कुरालाई construct गर्न help गर्छ. त्यो खालको complaint which is in a way some suggestion. जस्तो तपाईलाई कोही पनि व्यक्ति प्रति पुरा complaint भयो हैन, त यस्तो गर्छ यार, त यस्तो यार, तले यस्तो नगरे भने त्यस्तो गरे भने यार. So this complaint which you have about that person, that complaint is in a way a kind of suggestion, isn't it? So your constructive complaint भनेको यस्तो खालको complaint which is in a way a form of feedback, which is in a way a form of advice, which is in a way a form of suggestion which you are giving. Plus कहिलेकाहीँ हामीहरु बाटोमा जान्छौँ, हामीहरु पुरा र्याली गर्छौँ, प्रोटेस्ट गर्छौँ, हामीलाई कतिपय कुराहरु मन परेको हुन्न. So in a way that is complaint as well. That is expressing things which you do not like, isn't it? And that is a kind of complaint जसमा हामी के गरिरहेका छौँ, हामी कुनै न कुनै कुरा परिवर्तन होस् या केही होस् भनेर हामीहरु एडभोकेसी गरिरहेका छौँ, हामीहरु आफ्नो आवाज उठाइरहेका छौँ. So my dear friends, the first type of complaint is what I would like to call is the constructive complaint. त्यो complaint which is totally fine to be done, and it is necessary to be done as well, so that you see some difference can happen around us. Constructive complaint has the power to create some difference. Constructive complaint has the power to bring out some result. कतिपय अवस्थामा, since I'm someone who talks a lot about wisdom, one of the problem which happens with me is when I'm complaining, people tell me कि bro यार तपाईं जस्तो मान्छेले complain गरेर सुट गरेन यार, तपाईं जस्तो positive मान्छेले. First, I'm not a very positive person. Second, everyone can complain, and complaining is not bad. Complaining is fine. Come on, dude, let's complain about a lot of things which we don't like. If we are not complaining, we are probably not transforming as well, isn't it? The first kind of complaint is constructive complaint. Wonderful to do it. Let's have some constructive complaints out here. We can do it. We can make it. The second kind of complaint, now this is a troublemaker. The second kind of complaint is what I would like to call as the draining complaint. अब यो भनेको यस्तो खालको कम्प्लेन हो जुन कम्प्लेन तपाई अरु व्यक्ति प्रति तपाई राख्नुहुन्छ, आफ्नो कन्ट्री प्रति, पोलिसी प्रति, आफुलाई मन नपरेको कुरा प्रति तपाई कम्प्लेन राख्नुहुन्छ, जुन कम्प्लेन इज नट हेल्पिङ यु एन्ड नट हेल्पिङ एनीवन अराउन्ड यु. यस्तो खालको कम्प्लेन जुन कम्प्लेन इज ओन्ली ड्रेनिङ योर एनर्जी. तपाई बाइकमा हुनुहुन्छ, तपाई गाडीमा हुनुहुन्छ, ट्राफिक जाम भयो, 1 घण्टासम्म ट्राफिक जाम भइसक्यो, एन्ड यु आर ड्याम फ्रस्ट्रेटेड, यु आर डिसलाइकिङ इट, एन्ड यु आर कम्प्लेनिङ कन्सिस्टेन्टली. अनि जति तपाई कम्प्लेन गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ, इट इज सिम्पली ड्रेनिङ योर एनर्जी. It is also making people around you frustrated, and that is not bringing any kind of outcome. That is draining energy. That is draining complaint. यस्तो खालको complaint which only drains your energy and energy of other people around you. अब ड्रेनिङ कम्प्लेनको एडभान्टेज पनि छ है. ड्रेनिङ कम्प्लेनको एडभान्टेज के छ कि एटलिस्ट तपाईको फ्रस्ट्रेसन तपाईको मनबाट जान्छ यार. कतिपय अवस्थामा when we are really angry with something, we have to find a way to express that anger. त्यही व्यक्तिको अगाडि तपाईले एङ्गर एक्सप्रेस गर्नुभयो भने के हुन्छ, त्यतिखेर फाइट हुन सक्छ, कन्फ्लिक्ट आउन सक्छ. तपाई रुममा जानुहुन्छ, तपाई आफ्नो पिलोमा पञ्च गर्नुहुन्छ, आफ्नो तकियामा पञ्च गर्नुहुन्छ, तपाई पुरा चिच्याउनुहुन्छ, you express your frustration. So sometimes draining complaint जसले तपाईको एनर्जीलाई ड्रेन गरेर आएको छ त्यो कम्प्लेन इज wonderful as well because it allows you, it gives you the platform to express your frustration. You see, अनि जतिखेर तपाईँ आफ्नो फ्रस्ट्रेसनलाई एक्सप्रेस गर्नुहुन्छ त्यसपछि हुन्छ नि जब ठुलो तुफान आउँछ त्यसपछिको जब त्यो ब्युटी हुन्छ नि नेचरमा इट इज सो वन्डरफुल कस्तो शीतल र कस्तो पिसफुल हुन्छ नि सो व्हेन यु एक्सप्रेस योर फ्रस्ट्रेसन त्यसपछि तपाईँ जुन मोडमा पुग्नुहुन्छ द्याट मोड इज रियली स्टिल रियली काम एन्ड रियली पिसफुल इजन्ट इट Draining complaint has some advantage, but draining complaint fundamentally what it does is it instead drains your energy and it drains the energy of other people around us. So the first category, the first thing that we do when we hate something, we complain. The first option we have is complaining. Complaining, the first category is constructive complaint, which has a lot of advantages. The second category of complaint is the draining complaint, which has a lot more disadvantages than the advantages. First thing we do is complain. Now let's go to the second thing that we can do when we hate something, when we dislike something. The second thing that we can do is acceptance. Wow, a brilliant, powerful word, acceptance. Now the question is, what does it mean by acceptance? के acceptance भनेको यस्तै हो यार ब्रो, जिन्दगी यस्तै छ यार, ठिकै छ अब अलिअलि त भइहाल्छ नि यार, के छ र यार. Now we think this is acceptance, but I personally feel this is not acceptance. This is a compromise. This is compromising from your mind and this is compromising from your emotion. यस्तो त हो यार, के छ यार, अब ट्राई गरियो भएन, अब के गर्ने यार, अब यस्तो एक्सेप्ट गर्नु थियो भने एक्सेप्ट गर्न सिक्नुपर्छ. Now that guy is not accepting, you see. That guy is talking about acceptance, but that guy is teaching people to compromise, you see. Acceptance is जब कुनै पनि इभेन्ट भयो जुन तपाईलाई मन परेको छैन त्यो इभेन्टलाई तपाई वास्तवमा स्वीकार्दै हुनुहुन्छ दिमागबाट मात्र हैन तपाईको इमोसनबाट पनि. जब तपाई इमोसनबाट पनि स्वीकारि सक्नुहुन्छ now there is no any other complaint. That is what acceptance is. जब त्यो कुराप्रति अब तपाईलाई कम्प्लेनै छैन that is acceptance. जब त्यो कुराको अझ एडभान्टेजहरु ब्युटीहरु तपाई देख्नुहुन्छ that is acceptance. जब तपाई जुन कुराप्रति तपाईलाई ग्लानि भइरहेको छ जुन कुरा तपाईको लागि रिग्रेट भएको छ when that regret transforms into gratitude that is acceptance. Acceptance is जब कोही व्यक्तिले तपाईलाई झापड हाने तपाई ल ठीक छ हानिस ल केही छैन ल म सहन्छु that is not acceptance. That is emotional compromise. तर कसैले तपाईलाई झापड हाने and you are showing no reaction in that situation. You see emotionally तपाईलाई कुनै तपाई चेन्ज हुनु भएको छैन भने चाहिँ that is acceptance. कुनै पनि इभेन्ट भयो it is not really bringing any difference on your emotion. या तपाईलाई सुरुमा मन परेन you complain, you express your frustration अनि केही समयपछि now it does no any harm to your emotion. तपाईको इमोसनलाई अब त्यो इभेन्टले टचै गरिरहेको छैन भनेपछि now that is what acceptance is all about. So the second thing that we can do when we dislike, when we hate something, the second thing and one of the very powerful thing in the world is accepting the way it is. But I truly understand यो कुरा भन्न जति सजिलो छ प्र्याक्टिस गर्न त्यतिकै गाह्रो छ. Of course प्र्याक्टिस नभए पनि त्यो कुरालाई रियल लाइफमा निकाल्न त्यतिकै गाह्रो छ. So it requires a lot of practice. It requires hell amount of practice. जसरी हामी आफ्नो मसललाई बिल्ड अप गर्नको लागि we go to gym every single day. You see, to practice these things and to bring out these things on our life, we have to go to emotional gym every single time. This art of acceptance is a big art, my dear friends. We have to consistently dissolve ourselves on this practice to master the art of accepting something. Tough task, but at the same time, absolutely beautiful as well. The first thing we can do when we hate something, we can complain. The second thing we can do is we can truly accept. The third thing that we can do when we hate something, the third thing we can do is we can change it. You don't like something? Complain about it. You don't like something? Accept it. Or you don't like something? Go ahead, change it, dude. तपाईलाई यो कुरा मन पर्यो कस्तो ट्राफिक जाम हुने यो हुने त्यो हुने यार go ahead take some traffic training and volunteer in the field of traffic. You see, you can be a traffic officer. तपाईँ ट्राफिकलाई म्यानेज गर्नको लागि तपाईँ भोलिन्टियरिङ गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ. That is how we create some difference. कस्तो फोहोर यार यो यार त्यो यार यो देशमा यार. You see, you can take some action to change it now. You see, either you can complain about it, यो भएन त्यो भएन. You can do constructive complaint. भन्नाले तपाईँ आवाज उठाउन सक्नुहुन्छ, तपाईँ लबी गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ, isn't it? You can have draining complaint and you simply drain your energy. यो भएन त्यो भएन यार यस्तो फोहोर छ यार भनेर तपाईँ आफ्नो एनर्जीलाई ड्रेन गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ. Or you can accept फोहोर छैन त फोहोर हो त के भयो यार, that's part of the nature. You see, it is part of the process, it is part of the nature. हामी डेभलपिङ नेसन हो, यो हुन्छ, it's totally obvious and totally fine. You can accept it or you can go ahead, start a new initiative, start a new organization, make a team, take action, raise your voice, do something about it. and work hard to change it. The third option, when you do not like something, you can fight for it and you can change it. जब तपाईको हातमा या शरीरमा कुनै पनि किसिमको घाउ हुन्छ, you can hate it, complain it every single day, or you can accept it and train yourself to not feel the pain, or you can त्यो घाउलाई तपाईं निकाल्न सक्नुहुन्छ, अपरेसन गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ, you can cut that घाउ ताकि आज त्यो घाउ निक्लिने बेला दुख्यो, but from tomorrow onwards it goes in the healing process. We can change it, we can fight it. Now this is a powerful step as well, my dear friends, but being very practical, you see, you cannot really change everything in life, isn't it? संसारमा तपाईलाई जे जे कुरा मन पर्दैन, you cannot change everything. There can be few things जुन कुरा तपाई चेन्ज गर्नको लागि अगाडि बढ्नुहुन्छ. There are few things जुन कुरा तपाई completely accept गर्नुहुन्छ. There are few things जुन कुरालाई तपाई complain गर्नुहुन्छ. But being a wise person, the way we have to see is we have to ask ourselves कि यो तीनटा जुन अप्सन छ, यो तीनटा अप्सन मध्ये कुन चाहिँ अप्सनमा म अगाडि बढिरहेको छु त, जब मलाई यो कुरा मन परिरहेको छैन, र जब मलाई यो कुरा मन परिरहेको छैन, तीनटा मध्ये कुन अप्सन मैले चुज गरेर आएको छु र कुन चाहिँ अप्सन चुज गर्नु is the best thing for me. You're not liking your relationship, you want to complain about it, you want to accept it, or you want to change it. You are not liking your financial status, you want to complain about it, you want to accept it, or you want to change it. You are not liking many policies in the country, you want to complain about it, you want to accept it, or you want to change it. You are not liking the way the temperature is, you want to complain about it, you want to accept it, or you want to change it. The choice is ours, my dear friends. अब यो तीनटा अप्सन भइसकेपछि what I want you to do is आज या भोलि at least यो एक हप्ताको लागि keep these three things on your head. र whenever you encounter anything which you do not like, ask yourself, what are you going to do this time? Constructive complaint versus draining complaint, or you are going to accept it, or you are going to do something to change it. Once we filter the things that happens on our life out of these three options, you see, it allows us to take the right action which we truly want to take. I wish you all the very best. Your तीनटा technique, तीनटा steps, you can spread this message to many other people, help them become much more wiser person than the way they are. Help yourself, help others in need. God bless you all. Sunshine.